Alright, Schlockmeister fans, we're going to watch a trouble movie that's not available on DVD. Go figure. It's called Fat Guy Goes Nutzoid. Hell of a title. Let's watch it. Our movie starts out at a funeral.
It doesn't have to make sense. All right, Ronald, I got it.
And until you're finished, no more hookers or games or stupid clown suits.
Of course not.
These are our two stars,
Well, look,
I believe.
gotta go, so I'll see you tomorrow.
The guy on the left can't ever hold a job.
Christmas factory.
The reading of the will.
Report to a Mr. Johnson, 10 Box Hill Road, Trenton, New Jersey, 8:30 a.m. tomorrow morning, dressed and ready for work.
He's got to get a job. Some sort of assembly line job, which
But I'll tell you something.
he doesn't want to
It
do.
was built on jobs like this.
So much for work.
That doesn't last long.
Help me get back to sleep.
So Roger goes to his friend to stay, and his friend works in a mental institution. Apparently he lives there too.
Thanks.
And here's Dave, one of the residents of this mental institution. This is our fat guy.
You won't even guess where these hairs came from. You know, this place is the worst fucking mess I've ever seen.
They argue.
It's not such a mess. It's not Auschwitz.
Anyway, Hugo loses his job, and Roger and Hugo both get kicked out of the place.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I was beginning to feel too comfortable here anyway.
But they hear some farting noises as they're driving along. They initially blame each other.
Oh, Zeisters.
What is it?
It's one of your movies.
The fat guy.
David, what are you doing here?
You shouldn't have done this, man. What do you expect me to do with you?
They decide to tie him to a tree.
Sorry you can't come back with us, but you have to go to camp. Just you wait here and somebody will come by and return you. I promise.
But he escapes, they see him, and then they have a change of heart.
Now we're gonna leave him at the nearest gas station and I'll call camp from there.
David, get your ass in here!
What's the matter with you? Did I tell you to stay there?
He doesn't talk.
Now get inside!
Well, they stop for gas, and then our fat guy goes nutzoid.
He's gone berserk!
David, let him go!
There's no letting him go. We've gone too far. He's been damaged. If he gets free before we're gone, we'll do time.
They dub him Mooka.
Now listen up. Tomorrow morning, Dougal, I want you to take this Mocha fella back to,
Mooka.
Mooka. Back to, what was that place, Camp?
Camp Crot.
When they go to a restaurant, Mooka doesn't really behave great.
Come on, Luca. Come on.
They take him out dancing and listen to a band, too, where he meets a girl. Kind of. Who has a similar haircut to himself. And the Mooka has a great time. not sure what Muka's doing here, but he's showing off.
Why, you lousy shit!
This is not fun.
I'm sorry.
He's
sir.
missing.
It doesn't matter if he weighs 500 pounds and has no IQ at all. Until he commits a crime, he's missing person.
Look, the man has no idea what a crime is and isn't. So you'll be hearing from him, believe me. And when you do, I just want your officers to know who they're dealing with.
Muka manages to bust up a wedding also.
Man, this veil of tears. The rest is in the hands of God.
Eventually, the cops track him down.
Get your butt out of there! Frank, take it easy with him. The guy's an idiot.
I'm not sure how exactly happened, but somehow Muka got a hold of a gun. Roger tries to get the gun, and it goes off. And the Muka goes down.
No. How could you do this?
But he's not dead.
I'm here to see Dave Marshall.
He tries to visit.
Manor Marcus Marshak. Oh, no, Mr. Fisher. Mr. Marshak is J Ward. No visitors.
Well, could I just see?
He was denied entry, but he tries to sneak in. He actually finds him, but gets busted.
I'm just visiting my friend.
I'm Roger Morlock.
I'm Bender. And go visit it up somewhere else, mister.
The boys are hatching a plan to try to get him out. It's not going to be easy.
Hey, everybody back in the building.
But they get a hold of a helicopter.
What's he doing? I don't know. He's going out of sight.
He manages to come down, ties a strap onto Muka, and away they go.
What can you say?
And that's how our movie ends.
What can you say? He won't hear you anyway. What?
All right, let's talk about this movie called Fat Guy Goes Nutzoid. It's a movie that I originally got a copy of from my Schlockmeister pal Jet. He copied this for me back in the summer of '89, something like that, 1990. I don't know. Never watched it back then, but I remember him telling me about Fat Guy Goes Nutzoid. I saw it on the shelf. And if you see a movie like that on the video store shelves, you got to grab it, right? I understand. So I never watched it actually when I taped it. Maybe I watched a little bit of it and just didn't get anywhere. But anyway, I ended up retaping this onto an SP speed tape in the late 90s or something like that. And I watched it then, and I didn't think much of it, to be honest with you. Didn't care for it. I thought it was kind of slow and dull, although I couldn't remember a damn thing about it, probably because it wasn't very good. I can't say much has changed now that I watched it again. It's actually a Troma film, and if you go on Troma's website, they have this movie listed there, and there's even a link that says, buy this DVD, but you can't click it because it's never been available on DVD. Troma puts out any garbage that they have, but for some reason they've left this one un-DVD'd. So this is a DVD-R. I copied it from the pre-recorded VHS tape that I now own. Anyway, the movie itself, there's these two guys, and one of them works at this mental institution, and this guy named Dave, who's the fat guy, they call him Muka, he breaks out and jumps in the back of their truck, and they find him the next day, and the next thing you know, they're just kind of like, they take him along on their adventures. There's not a whole hell of a lot that happens. It's mostly just the fat guy, the Muka here, doing odd things, like he acts like a pig in restaurants. He's kind of gross. He farts a lot. He breaks up a wedding. He's just basically a nuisance and causing trouble, and that's supposed to be the humor in this film. I'm not offended by it in any way, but it just wasn't really funny. Ultimately, he ends up getting shot by the cops when he's causing a ruckus downtown, and he's not dead, though. They fix him up, and they put him back in the hospital, and the two guys feel bad for him. They miss the Mooka, so they decide to bust him out. So they get a helicopter, and they fly in at the end there. They strap him into with a rope and everything, and then they just pull him up, and that's how our movie ends, with the Mooka being dragged away by a helicopter hanging through the air. That was kind of interesting, that last scene, but that's it. It's a very short film. It's like an hour and 20 minutes. There's not much to see here, and it goes by pretty quickly. No nudity, just a couple of swear words. I take that back. There was one naked male butt in the movie in the beginning for a little bit. Other than that, nothing. This chick here in the bikini, she's not in the movie, at least not in the bikini. We did see her briefly in this scene at some concert, but she wasn't dressed like that. Anyway, could have used some of that, right? So anyway, it's called Fat Guy Goes Nutzoid. The original title of this movie was Zeisters, Zeisters. I'm not sure. I think that may have been a character's last name, I think. But Troma picked it up and retitled it with this better title. And they probably sold and made millions of it based on that title alone, right? So anyway, not available on DVD, but it's probably streaming somewhere if you really want to track down Fat Guy Goes Nutzoid. So check it out. Leave some comments down below and let me know what you think about it. It's Zeisters, a.k.a. Fat Guy Goes Nutzoid. Watch it. Bye.